rain. Price of cooking gas in Port Harcourt. Rivers Local Government Election Tribunal opens. Factional PDP spokesperson says Rivers Congress not okayed by NEC. CAF probes Super Eagles ordeal in Libya. On the foreign scene, India recalls envoy from Canada over murder investigation. I am Kalada Kurubatbo. We'll go for a quick commercial. When we come back, the news in detail. The news in detail. As Nigerians grapple with rising petrol costs, the liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) commonly used for cooking has also increased. A correspondent who visited a gas plant in Rumusi Axis gathered that 1 kg of cooking gas is sold for 1,200 naira. This follows reports of cooking gas prices reaching 1,500 naira per kg in Lagos and Abuja. Speaking of this, a gas retailer, Felix Marchu, attributed the rise in the cost of cooking gas to increase in transportation fare. Mr. Marchu told our correspondent that drivers who transport gas from plants to retailers have raised their fares due to the recent increase in petrol prices.
Because in terms of gas, we have been buying 450 naira, 600 naira per kilo. Now it's 1,400. Some places are selling 1,500. Some people are selling 1,350. Those that can be able to buy like full 12 kg, they are now managing 4 kg. So it's affecting a lot. My cost of transportation is a major thing because when driver they check the status of their fuel, what they bought, they will now charge you according to what they are buying for. So it's affecting the revenue that I'm supposed to have. It's affecting. At least I run out nothing after everything.
Also, some food vendors have expressed concern about a drop in customer patronage even as the cost of cooking gas continues to rise. They said people no longer buy food like before as they cannot afford it. Others said they had to reduce the food portions to keep business afloat.
The fee 1.4 now, 1.5 for 1 kg. I do the expensive. Before, the fee 1,000, 1,1.
Yeah, sometimes, the price when they come, where we are selling before and now, it's not the same. So some of them will now buy, some will say, just give me only rice.
Now, occasionally now, not everybody will buy food now. Like now, they say a plate of food, now 1,000 plates for 200 naira meat. Nothing there inside now.
We use the so that we will see maintenance. Whenever I try to play this right now, we will see the customer will be low. So what we do normally, instead of 250, we do 250. So that we make up.
Yes, I know many people that have stopped selling because of this price, because of the bag of rice, the economy top again.
In the meantime, a survey conducted by our correspondent at the Mile 1 market shows an increase in the price of essential food commodities. A 50 kg bag of Nigerian rice that was sold for 90,000 naira last month now goes for 110 45,000 naira. 25 kg that was at 50,000 naira now sells for 55,000 naira. A Costa rubber of ice which was sold for 9,000 naira now goes for 10,000 naira, while a cup of Nigerian rice which was sold for 500 naira now sells for 600 naira. The price of beans has also increased from 8,000 naira to 10,000 naira per rubber. Additionally, the cost of vegetable oil has risen from 60,000 naira to 68,000 naira for a 25-litre container. Also, from 24,000 naira to 34,000 naira for 10 litres, and from 12,500 naira to 14,000 naira for 5 litres. For palm oil, a litre that used to go for 2,200 naira now goes for 2,400 naira, and 25 litres of palm oil that used to go for 34,000 naira now goes for 40,000 naira. A Costa rubber of gari which used to go for 2,500 naira now goes for 3,000 naira. A Costa rubber of fresh tomatoes now sells for 5,000 naira. A crate of egg that was previously sold for 5,400 naira now goes for 5,700 naira. Meanwhile, the federal government has assured Nigerians of better days ahead as it enacts policies aimed at revamping the nation's economy. Speaking at the 30th anniversary of the Nigerian Economic Summit in Abuja, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, assured Nigerians that despite the hardship in the land, there would be light at the end of the tunnel. He expressed confidence at the state of the economy, saying it is facing the right direction with decline in inflation, among other economic indices. The acting chairman of Rivers State Local Government Service Commission, Goodlife Udoko Ben, says he believes Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration will restore Rivers State to its glory by prioritizing the welfare of civil servants and enhancing the state's standing in Nigeria. Mr. Udoku Ben said this during a visit to the local government chairman of Obiakpo and Port Harcourt, Chijioke Unwo and Iche Matezebunwo, respectively. He commended their resilience in defending democracy and protecting local government facilities after their inauguration. He also congratulated them on their recent election victories and encouraged them to invest in the economic well-being of their council staff. Mr. Udoku Ben also says civil servants are the backbone of any government and urged the chairman to be dedicated, courageous and productive in providing quality services to the people. On their part, the local government chairman, Chijioke Unwaneze Chimati, thanked Mr. Udoku Ben for his visit and pledged their support to his leadership. They assured him that the welfare of council workers is a priority under their watch. Away from that, 1 week after the local government elections in Rivers State, the tribunal registry has now been opened at the State Judiciary Complex, Port Harcourt. Correspondent Suguruwari, who cited the notice, reports that the Rivers State Local Government Election Tribunal Registry is to enable participants, including political parties and candidates that are not satisfied with the conduct of the 5th October local government elections, to file their petitions. We'll go for another commercial, but still to come. Rivers local government still to come more on the PDP situation. Do stay tuned. Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. The PDP National Publicity Secretary, Degbo Olugunagba, says the Congress held in Rivers State has not been officially ratified by the party's National Executive Committee, NEC. Mr. Olugunagba, who spoke on Nigeria Info FM Morning Crossfire today, said that for a Congress to be valid and concluded, it must go through the next formal approval process.
Once they are passed at the National Working Committee level, they must be brought back. They must be brought to the National Executive Committee as the final say on congresses. So until the Congress goes to pass the ratification of the National Executive Committee, it cannot be said to have been concluded. It has not gone through the ratification of the National Executive Committee. That's the last stage. It has to go through.
Speaking on the court judgment preventing interference in the leadership of the PDP in Rivers State, Mr. Olugunagba said that predicts the party's laws. He urged members to follow the party.
All that we should align ourselves with the rules that guide that party.
In the same vein, some political analysts have been speaking on the current internal crisis that has plagued the national leadership of the PDP. It flows in the national chairman Yari Mohammed Onve, which marked a new twist in the clamor to remove the PDP acting national chairman Umar Damagam. Of schools of social and political thoughts, the internal crisis in PDP is evidence that opposition's reign democratic settings lost.
So right now, there is a decision. So there's no real party in Nigeria today. Labour is tatters. Even if they didn't have this crisis, I suppose we checked consistency. I think more by
the PDP members have promised decisions adding that this will lead to the party's continued decline in the coming years.
So the crisis affecting position like position in terms of parliament
So, Lagos-based political analyst Liboro Shuma says the PDP lost its voice as an opposition party and many of its members for that is now their
who fall out of line and school. And that's why you see Wiki, for example, daring the PDP to do whatever they need. Nobody talks to a political party like that, especially one that have made me. But imagine the chairman governors forum of the PDP going to congratulate the president even when they have had a matter at the tribunal.
On his part, the coordinator of the Elections Transition Monitoring Group in Rivers State, Nathaniel Akpos, urged the PDP to reclaim its place as the opposition and challenged the government's anti-people policies.
You see, this is the time Nigeria needed an opposition party that will actually be talking about the needs of Nigerians against policies of government that are not well with the people. But instead of us to be having this, the opposition that we would have hoped that will be speaking for the people, this is what we don't have now. This is what we are missing now. So we do not encourage the political parties such as the PDP to be having this ups and down.
In other news, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has opened an investigation into the Super Eagles deal in Libya and has threatened to sanction those found violating its statutes and regulations. CAF said this in a statement today. Nigerian officials and players arrived in Libya on Sunday but were stranded at the Al Abrak International Airport for over 13 hours. They slept at the facility and were denied access to food and internet. Photos of the team sleeping on the floor and on benches made headlines early Tuesday, raising fears about their safety. CAF said it was concerned over the development and has reached out to both Libyan and Nigerian authorities. We'll go for another commercial. When we come back, we will take a look at the international scene. Do stay tuned. High Commissioner to Canada after it said he and other diplomats were named as persons of interest in the murder investigation of a Sikh separatist. It follows allegations last year by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that India's government may have been behind the killing on Canadian soil, an allegation Delhi rejects. India's foreign ministry said Canada's allegations were part of Mr. Trudeau's political agenda and warned of action without specifying what it would be. A quick recap on the news this evening. You heard the prices of food and cooking gas have risen in Port Harcourt. The Rivers State Local Government Election Tribunal has opened. The factional PDP spokesperson says Rivers Congress has not been ratified by NEC. CAF says it is probing Super Eagles' ordeal in Libya. And on a foreign scene, India has recalled its envoy from Canada over a murder investigation. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Kalada Kurubatubo. Good evening and do stay tuned.